Hello everyone, I am Ankit and you're watching Study IQ IAS English channel. In our today's video, we are going to talk about a particular railway in the western part of the country, that is Konkan Railway. And the most important part about Konkan Railway that you need to remember, it was constructed under the leadership of Metro Man of India, Dr. E. Sridharan, right? So let us begin our today's discussion on Konkan Railway, but first let me tell you the context. Why are we discussing this article, right? Now, Maharashtra government recently has officially agreed to merge the Konkan Railway Corporation Limited, KRCL, with the Indian Railway. Earlier, the governments of Goa, Karnataka and Kerala, who are also the stakeholders in Konkan Railway, they'd already approved the merger. Now, with Maharashtra decision, it clears the way for the company, that is KRCL, to get completely integrated into the largest national network in India of railways, that is Indian Railways. And Konkan Railway, it is one of India's most scenic and strategically vital railway lines, right? So in our today's discussion, we'll cover why is Konkan Railway so important and what are the benefits that passengers will now get after merger of Konkan Railway with Indian Railway. Okay, now first let us know a few details about Konkan Railway. Konkan Railway, it was established in 1990 as a special purpose vehicle or an SPV under the Ministry of Railways, and this was created specifically to carry out a difficult task of constructing railway lines through a much difficult terrain, that is the terrain of Western Ghats region. Western Ghats, as you can understand, is on the western coast of country, and this terrain, although quite beautiful, but in terms of construction it is quite challenging because it is full with mountains and passes, right? So you need to construct the railway line, not just construct railway line, but carry out excavation work in mountain lines, and this required a special expertise. That is why the task of completion of this project was given under the leadership of Dr. E. Sridharan. Now, this project, which officially began operations only in 1998, it sought to connect many states in India, that is Maharashtra, Goa, Mangaluru in Karnataka, that is coastal Karnataka region, and also the coastal part of Kerala. And it has since become a lifeline that transport not just passengers but also goods across the Konkan coast of India, that is in Western Ghats. Understood? So this is Konkan Railway. Now, Konkan Railway as a legal entity was formed as a joint venture between Government of India, which owned 51% of stake in this entity. This was followed by Maharashtra government, which owned 22%. Karnataka government owned 15% in KRCL, whereas Goa and Kerala, they owned 6% each in KRCL. So the majority stakeholder obviously is Indian government, rest the state governments own in togetherness 49% in this entity. Now this line was commissioned and completed in early 1990s and hence been a major route ever since, with KRCL legally existing as a different entity as compared to Indian Railway. Now the length of this Konkan Railway is 741 kilometers, and this is scenic but commercially valuable railway line, which substantially reduced the travel time that it takes to navigate through the western coast of India, and it connected distant areas and major towns and cities in the stakeholder states. Now you understand, Konkan region is a very tourist friendly region. It has major commercial as well as tourist hubs like Mumbai, like other regions in Maharashtra, Raigad, etc. Similarly, Goa, a very important industrial and tourist location, like coastal part of the Karnataka and Kerala, all scenic and even tourist friendly and industrially quite well developed region. So Konkan Railway provided a connectivity through all these regions, bringing goods and passengers alike, right? So this was the benefit of Konkan Railway. But you understand, to exist as a different legal entity and this time is quite challenging, because although it is quite operationally successful, KRCL has long been suffering from financial related issues, right? Because it functions on a standalone model. So whatever income that the KRCL is generating, it is only able to invest those income in capacity expansion, right? So therefore, bringing and developing the infrastructure, making it modernized became quite challenging, especially because it was functioning under a standalone model. And with lesser revenues and increasing infrastructure demands, modernization of railway, the company KRCL found it difficult to finance the expansion and even afford major upgrades to its technology and infrastructural system. So therefore, it has decided to join hands with Indian Railways, and it will enable KRCL to leverage the Indian Railways huge investment base, as Indian Railways directly financed from the Indian governments through budgetary support, and this will allow KRCL to get funding from Indian Railway and allow for modernization and expansion of its capacity, right? So this is the intention why now KRCL is merging with Indian Railway. Now let us understand, why is merger taking place now? Why hadn't it happened earlier? Now the reason of holding up of this merger was the Maharashtra government. Why? Because Maharashtra government, at the time this project was starting, it made a significant financial investment into the KRCL project, and the concerns about Konkan Railway or Konkan route losing its importance if KRCL becoming a part of Indian Railway was another factor that contributed to Maharashtra aversion in providing the legal approval to merge of these two entities. So the financial reason was the first reason. Another reason was that Konkan Railway itself will lose its identity in the larger entity of Indian Railways. So in that regard, before providing the approval, the current Maharashtra CM, he made two demands for Indian Railways. He said even after merger, the Konkan Railway name will continue, and the Indian Railway needs to reimburse Maharashtra government of more than 394 crore rupees, which was the original investment made by the Maharashtra government in the KRCL project. And only after these two conditions were satisfied by Indian Railways, then only the Maharashtra government gave its approval to merge KRCL with Indian Railway, right? So this was the condition that was laid by the Maharashtra CM, that the name of Konkan Railway won't be changed, and the financial investment earlier made by Maharashtra government in KRCL needs to be refunded back to Maharashtra government, and then only Indian Railway will take over KRCL. Okay. Now let's see how will passengers be affected. They will be benefited because the passengers, they are likely to benefit because of the upgraded infrastructure that will be done after the merger. Similarly, it will improve the frequency of trains and also will lead to better security measures because the Konkan Railway will also now be protected by GRP, which protects other railway infrastructure. Also, it will lead to improved connectivity of the Western Ghats region of the Konkan region with other routes of Indian Railways throughout India. And this merger will also translate in terms of passenger with improved and competitive fares, seamless booking on Indian Railway channels through IRCTC primarily, and also it will standardize the consumer's grievance redressal mechanism. The most problem that the consumers faced in the terms of KRCL, that whatever complaint they were making, that was not readily resolved by KRCL, but now this will entirely come under Indian Railway, and therefore it will provide for a quick and genuine redressal of their grievances. So this was the challenges that the passengers will facing in terms of connectivity, in terms of booking experience, in terms of grievance redressal. All of this will be sorted out because it will lead to improved connectivity, it will lead to seamless booking experience, and also an improved grievance redressal mechanism. So all in all, the government of these states, the KRCL entity as a whole, and the passengers who are using these railways will stand to benefit from this project. Understood? So this was all from my side for today's discussion. Before going, I'll want each and every one of you to solve this practice question. I've given 5 states, and which of the Konkan Railway passes through which of these 5 states? Do let me know the correct answer in the comments. And if you want to download these notes, they will be available on my Telegram channel, which is called as ATS Live. So if you want to download the notes, what you need to do, go and search ATS Live in the Telegram app. You'll find the channel, subscribe to it if you still haven't, and if you still are unable to find the channel, this is the QR code which will take you directly to the channel. Okay, so this is all from my side for today. I'll see you again. Please have a very good night.